thinking what's no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now again, right side. Taylor, and that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And he fires one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check three. Watch the shit.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check 24.
He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jumper. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 4. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Under 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check 26. Check out Reed. Jim. He's real. He's checking.
Taylor. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's White. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They run the draw play. This is White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, take 26. Hey, exit.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Chris Jones in formation.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check 99. Check 25.
The give to Taylor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there.
2nd and 9 now. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Set, ready. Get ready. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 9, check 9. Check out. Check 301. Check 24.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. for Jalen Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, it's White. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They run with Taylor. A nice little juke. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught by Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Adams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taylor now returning it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range. Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even. And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
630. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnover. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Strip that ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Corey Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Push him back. Push him back. You go tight. You got tight. You got
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down. Taylor, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check, 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 check.
On first down, it's Taylor. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Rodgers to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Crowder. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To throw is Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.